What is up? So today is going to be the day that I finally fixed my check engine light, because the car has been giving me the check engine light, and I found out through the code. I mean, I've been ignoring the code for years, and when I mean years, I mean like basically this code came up when I first bought the car. So I mean, which I also tried to fix it with the at the dealership, but then I just have a feeling that they didn't do it, because according to what I paid for, they did change the sensor, which makes me wonder that the sensor was changed, or that they just either didn't change it or the cables are bad. So we're gonna give it a try today. We're gonna switch it and see how that goes. So stick around. So basically this is the sensor that I'm supposed to replace, and this sensor is the one that goes in the position on the passenger side, lower side. And the reason why you get the sensor to basically give you code is because this popping mechanism is now no longer being as accurate as it should be, and when you do it on the old one, it basically takes a long time to come out. So let's give it a try. You also are supposed to add this, I think it's called backup ring, that goes in here, and then you add the O-ring after that. So this is basically how it's supposed to be mounted to the car. Yeah, so let's go to the car and do it. It should be a quick and easy change. It should take no longer than 5 minutes. So let's go. So I think that in my case, I will be able to just wing it by just going in there and switching it. As you can see, this is the sensor that is giving me the error. But usually when you have a car that is modified, you'll have to remove all this. I think I will be able to take care of that. Let's check it out. Let's start by unplugging it. We're gonna put a rag, make sure we don't have a leak. And sorry about the movement. And this is going to be a 10mm socket for 2 bolts. Always use your magnet tray. So when you're doing this, be very careful. In my case, I was so gentle and I was so afraid that one of the pieces was gonna snap, and I really didn't want to have any issues, especially since my car was on the driveway and no other car could come out of basically the garage. So that's why I was very skeptical, and I was very cautious in using a flat screwdriver, a small one. Eventually, since these parts get rusted, since I don't have any bottom tray, you may just want to start wiggling little by little until it comes out. And it's out. And as you can see, nothing goes easy on all cars. So in this case, I was having such a difficult time trying to unplug it. I don't know what happened. It might have been rust, it might have been just seized grease with dirt and grime, but it was not coming out. Thankfully, I kept on trying and trying. I even tried taking away or unplugging the one above, but I was not successful. So it was just very discouraging until I was able to actually just little by little with the screwdriver picking out the plug and successfully removing it. There you go, came out. This is what it's supposed to do. See how fast it took? Sorry, it takes a while. Let's try it again. There we go. So let's replace it. Let's clean up the surface so there's no rust going in, and let's put it back in. Let's plug it in. Plugged in, and why is he not going in? This part was so scary. I kept on trying to wiggle it in and put it and try to make some pressure and try to do something with it, but I just was not able to. I think it had to do with something with the build of rust around the rim, and it was just so hard until the point that I was like, let me try and see if I can wiggle it and push around it, and it was such a relief just being able to plug it in. I was really having a tough time, and I was afraid I had to put the old one and it was not gonna work out, but finally it was able to go in. I guess it has to be pressurized, but it's in. It's in. Oh boy, don't do what I did. I dropped the bolt. In here I ended up taking away the reservoir because it just was in the middle of the way for the second bolt, and I just thought it was easier for me to take out rather than struggle and perhaps strip bolt or something like that. So I removed it and it worked out pretty well. And there you have it. That's installed, new, plugged in. Hopefully I don't get a check engine light anymore. We can only find out. Catch you in the next